Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
2 for 66.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Listen. 17.
The final shot before break here. Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 1st and 10, Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there on the 50-yard line post-game because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44, that's nothing for him.
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it.
There you go.
You don't like the McCourty thing, though.
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Well, that game.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st down, Goff. as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Tiger. 12. 12. 12. 12. Hard ball. 14. 14.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Goff now looks to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline connects. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. From the gun, here's Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Bust through the tackle. Now he opts for the spin. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown. but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Goff on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, it's gone. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Goff on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Second and 10. Goff again. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it's third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space. There's not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, here's Newton. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Newton on third down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. After the interception, here's Goff. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Out of the gun, Goff. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Wes Horton, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Go! Hey, 76! 76! 76!
To throw on second down is Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Start left here. 76, tell him. 76. 76. Hey, 5. 12.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
12. Hey, lift.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Starting left here.
Goff throwing again. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
DC. Hardball. Hey, shell. Value 3.
Again, Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
DC.
To the air again. Gone. And now he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Goff now looking to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah,
and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, get one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's right now.
Throwing here, Newton. Steps away to his left. Able to shake him off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
Here we go.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gun.
Newton to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Newton's going to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're